Hi, welcome to 3T Leisure at Home with me, Gail. Going to be doing a half an hour fitness Pilates. Apologise for the false start there. Going to be doing a gentler exercise today because I have a sore back. I've pulled a muscle in my back, so going to transition between exercises probably a bit slower and see how I get on today. So hopefully you can go and change the exercise to make it a bit harder. I'll give you options to make it harder or easier. So we're just going to start from sitting today and just sitting comfortably with the legs crossed to the front. Nice and slow on the breathing, so all the breathing to be in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're just going to float the arms up on in breath, breathing in, extending the spine, nice and long back, and breathing out, taking the arms down. So in breath and out breath. In breath and out. And again, last one, big in breath, in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to just reach across, drop the head over on your in breath, out breath back, letting the head drop down, feeling a stretch down the neck and top of the shoulder. And again, last one, and back. Just going to do a gentle twist, so hand behind, arm across on opposite knee. Take a big deep breath in, lift up. And breathing out, just a gentle twist. You can look back over your shoulder. If it's too much, just keep the head side on. And nice and gently coming back round to the front, lifting the chest, nice and tall on in breath. And out breath, we twist. And then coming back to the front, so we're just going to turn to the side. And keeping the legs bent, or the legs can be straight, and take a big deep breath in, and as we breathe out we're going to roll the hips up and lower yourself down towards the mat, nice and slow. And from here, roll your hips up nice and slowly, bringing it down, and then once we're at the floor level, pushing the small of the back, extending the toes nice and long, and reaching above your head, small of the back, pushing down into the mat. From here we're going to just bring the feet back in to bent legs, and just take the hands to temples, draw the belly button down tight, push the chest up, out breath, give a little squeeze, keep a space, and in breath down. So it's just a little crunch, breathing out and in, out breath and in. So if you want to lift the leg here to make this a little bit harder, so breathe out and in, out and in, and really squeeze extra tight. From there, I'm going to take the legs up to 90, so legs bent, and then you're going to add a little twist. So you can just extend one leg out and back to centre. It can just be a small little lift. Now this leg can go lower. I'm protecting my back a little bit today, so I'm not going to take my leg too low. Out and in, and out and in. So you can twist more if you wish to bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. You can do a bigger twist, and from there we're just going to hug the knees in, relax the head, and just gently easing the knees in. So any pain, listen to your body and just ease gently into your stretch. And then we're going to do small little circles, taking the weight right round the sacrum in a small little circle, and then taking the circle the opposite way. Take it round from there, taking one knee into chest and extend the other leg. Small at the back, pushing down, and then changing sides, and again drawing the knee in, giving a nice little stretch. And from there we're going to just take the legs back up and then keep the heels in line with the knees and the knees above your hips, and breathing out, squeezing up, breathing in, coming back, out, breath and in. And we're going to add the lengthening up of one leg, straight leg, and as you push up, keep the knees in line together. So out breath, we squeeze up, in breath down, out breath and in, out breath and in. And then from there we're going to just take it to two legs, so breathe out, squeeze up the chest, and breathe in, bend, take the chest down, out breath, crunch, in breath, bend, and out breath and in. And from there we're going to stay up and we're going to try and tap, so you reach around. So out breath. Now you can increase this speed and go a little bit faster if you wish. I'm going gentle today, breathing out and in, out and in. And from there, just head the knees back in and just gently easing the knees in. Extend the legs out, give an added stretch again, pushing the small of the back in. I'm just going to come up and check why I haven't got any music here, so just keep with your stretch. And then we're going to roll onto your side. So come down onto your side, rest in the head, and we're going to do the clam. So again, you want the legs to be bent on top of one another. As you lift, you keep your feet together and push the knee outwards. So the body is forward, so your two hips stay front facing above one another, and you draw back the knee, pushing out, breath and in. So out breath and in. So we're not swiveling back here, you're keeping your hips forward and just using the knee to push back, working your outer thigh into the glute. So nice and gently firing up the glute muscles. So breathing out and in, out breath and in. So really pushing and hold back, and little pulses, squeezing back, breathing out and in, squeeze, 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 working deep into the glute muscles, working up lazy muscles, and then bring that leg down and relax. So we're going to come up into our little elbow plank, so just coming up, and then again, if you want to keep the knee on the floor, you can lift up into your side plank. If you wish to make this harder, have one foot in front of the other and lift. And if you wish to make that harder again, one foot above one another and just lift. So I'm just staying down with the knee today. And then we're going to have in breath, dropping the hip down, and out breath, pushing up. So if you have one foot in front of the other, this would be a little bit more difficult. And if you have the feet stacked on top, it'll be a lot harder. So in breath, hip down, out breath, push up. Nice and slow. Drawing the tummy in extra tight and keeping the hips above one another. And just pushing. And holding up. Extra tight squeeze, shoulders above one another on the stretch. I'm going to take the arm above the head for an added little stretch right down the waist. Breathing. And nice and slowly bring the arm down, bring the hip down. I'm going to bring bring the legs into 90-90, and from there we swivel round, lifting the chest up, pushing forward so you feel the outer glutes stretch, coming down if you wish to increase the stretch onto the elbows, and if you wish to take this down to the mat, bringing one hand on top, try and relax your body as you breathe out, sinking nice and low. And then as you push up, take one hand, push up, and the other one, and then we're going to come over onto the other side. So we're going to all lie down into our little clam, head rested, and if you wish to lie totally flat, you can do that. And out breath, we lift. So out breath, we push out, keeping the feet on top, in breath down. Make sure the two hips stay forward facing. So breathing out, breathing in. So really working deep into the glute squeeze. So breathing out and in. And as I said, I have a sore back today. I've had it since Tuesday, and just bending down, pulling just the plug out from when I was hoovering and just coming back up awkwardly. So it just hurts halfway mark from standing to seated, and then from seated back up to standing. So being careful today. Out breath in, and hold and pulse, pushing back. And from here, we're going to take the legs back, bring yourself up onto the elbow, and again, your knee can be on the mat to make it easier, or extended legs, one foot in front, or hardest, one foot on top. And I'm just lifting today with my knee on the floor, shoulder nice and tall, in breath down, out breath push, in breath and out, in breath and out, nice and slow, pushing, keeping the belly button in tight, and as I said, both hip bones on top of one another, so you're not leaning back as you push up, nice and high on the push, and nice and slow, hold up, and from there we're just going to bring yourself down nice and slow, 90-90 legs, body turned over to the side, breathing in, lifting the chest, pushing forward, and bringing it down onto the elbows if you wish. You can stay in this position, or you can come all the way down and rest your head, allowing this twist, and relax into your stretch. And from there, we're going to push up, bring it back round and into our sitting position. So we're just going to lean back, legs bent, arms forward. Take a deep breath in and just lean back slightly. You can take it lower than what I'm taking it today. Chin nice and high, lifted off the chest. Tummy in. And then in breath, lift, and out breath. In breath, try and sink the shoulder away from the ear as you lift the arm up in line with the ear. So in breath in one, and out breath in the other. And keeping the belly button in nice and tight. Sink that shoulder down. And then bringing it up. In breath, lift. Flatten the back. And out breath, sink back. Drop your chin down. In lift, flatten the back, and out breath, roll. And from there we're going to come up, we're going to come round onto fours, so just onto fours, knees directly under shoulders, hands underneath, knees directly under hips, hands under shoulders, drawing the belly button up, and we're going to just on out breath roll up, so pushing up your spine, dropping the head under. Oh, really feeling this today. And in breath, dropping the tummy down and lifting, scooping the bottom back and the head. Out breath, pushing up, only push as much as is comfortable. Tuck the head under, you can slide forward from your hips. In breath, we lift and tilt, and out breath, we just roll. From there, I'm just going to sit back into child pose, reach the arms forward, and just rest the head. Allow the spine to lengthen. Big deep breath in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And from there, coming up nice and slow. And we're just going to extend opposite arm and leg. So just lift the leg, hip high, and lift opposite arm. And hold this nice long posture. Toes extended and fingers. And on the next out breath, come under, try and curl into a little ball. And in breath, try and stretch, tummy up. Out breath, curling. And in breath, breathing out. Holding that stretch, tummy up, nice and long on the fingers and toes. Bring your hand and knee down, sit back into child pose. And head rested. Stretch the fingertips forward, activate the arms, draw the elbows into center. And from there, coming back up, taking the opposite leg up, drawing the tummy up, and lifting the opposite arm. Hold this, extended toes and fingers, tummy up, and next out breath, coming under, in breath, stretch. Out breath, try not to hold your breath. In breath, lengthen. Out breath, coming under. In breath, hold. And from there, bring it back into your child pose. Sitting back, gentle class today, guys. Stretching the fingers forward. From there, we're going to come up into our elbow plank. So again, bring your elbows underneath the shoulders, standing back one foot, then the other foot, and hold the tummy up. Now if this is too much, which it is for me today, I'm going to take knees to the floor. If you're able to hold in your plank position with the knees up, hold that position. Listen to your body, do what feels right on the day. And from there, we're going to just take the hips down onto the mat. Elbows directly under shoulders, feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Draw elbows back as if you're pulling the forearms back towards your waist. Try and relax off your glutes. And just ease the shoulders back to centre and away from the ears. If you wish to push up higher, you can take the hands out slightly wider and lift up. I'm staying with this one today. Then we're going to rest the head onto either one fist on top of the other or flat hands. I'm going to just put my chin into the little space of my clenched fist. And from here we're going to just lift and do a gluteal bracing. So we're going to squeeze the glute. So we're going to lift on out breath, pushing the hip down into the mat and only lift to a comfortable position. In breath down, we'll repeat that on the other side. Breathing out, lifting. Breathing in, taking it down. So out breath, lift. In breath, lower. So we squeeze and work the glute on the up. So out breath, we squeeze the hip down, push your hip into the mat. Leg lifting, glute squeezing. Out breath and in. Breathing out. And if you wish to add in opposite arm and leg, you can take opposite arm forward and just lift and then swap. Breathe out and in, or just stay with the legs. Opposite arm and leg lifting. If it's not causing any pain or discomfort to the back, you can use both arm and leg at the same time. I'm sticking with this today. And from there, if you wish to lift both legs, you just lift both legs. You can go higher than me if possible. So out breath, we squeeze. In breath, we lower. And if you do wish to add in the arms, take two arms out to the front and then just lift arms and legs at the same time and lower. So breathing out, lifting. Breathing in, taking back. Out breath and in. And out breath and in. And from there, hands back, push back into your child pose. Rest the arms, take the palms, arms behind, palms up, and try and relax into the stretch. Nice and deep on the breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And from here we're just going to bring it back onto your sit bones, so roll over. And nice and slowly roll down. If you wish to have your legs out straight to the front, have the legs out straight and keep in mind bend today. Arms out, take a deep breath in, and nice and slowly take this down bone by bone. If it is too much strain on the back, then maybe have the hands behind just to lower yourself down, nice and slow. And then just bring yourself right down onto the mat. From there, just going to lift the legs up above the hips. Nice long legs. And in breath, we're going to take one leg down. Now easier will just be to tap with bent legs. Harder will be to take down a straight leg. So if you wish to take the head off the mat and lift, you can do that and take the hands to the temples, which will be more that position. And staying with the gentle today. In breath down, out breath up. In breath and out. And if you wish to take this to two legs, just take the two legs down towards the mat together and back up. I need to stay with singles today. So nice and slow. If you're on on double legs, you might want to squeeze up towards the legs, and then as the legs come down, take the body down. And then I'm just going to have a little hug, ease the knees into the chest. Try and get the stretch onto the lower back. Draw the knees in, giving a little hug. And from there, we're just going to bring the hands underneath the legs and bring yourself back up. And you want to just either roll, or I'm pushing myself up today. And from here, we're just going to take the legs to tabletop, lifting the chest. If you wish to hold under the legs, you can hold, chest is high, tucking in. So just lifting the legs up high, tummy down, holding. And from there, just lower yourself to make this harder, and holding, hold. If you wish to take the legs up, take the legs up. I'm staying bent legs today. Or you can just have the legs on the mat and just hold. Nice and high. From here, we're just going to take it into a leg lift. So taking it into a leg lift, chest up, full extension of the arm, breathing in, extend back, only twist to comfortable position. Try and get as wide as possible on the push back, and out breath coming back. In breath, opening up, out breath back, in breath, and out, and changing legs, taking the other leg up, two hands, lifting the chest, holding on, and then again, we open up, so out breath, and in, whichever leg you're on, out breath, and in, out breath, so you're on the opposite, try and squeeze the shoulder blade back, and from there, taking it into the flat back, lift high, and out breath, curl back, roll your hips up as much as possible, drop your head down, in breath, flatten, and out breath, roll, and from there, roll all the way down. You can take straight legs, nice and slow, and then we're going to take one knee into chest, extend the other leg, get that stretch, right down the glute and lower back, changing legs, take a deep breath in and breathe out and stretch. You're going to scissor the legs, so we're going to take the leg up, and then we want to swap, so in breath on one and out breath on the other, so you can speed this up a little bit, or you can do a double little tuck, so in breath for two and out breath for two, or you can stick with the singles. Try and get the stretch, draw the leg back, head nice and flat, in breath and out, in breath and out, and then just a double knee hug again, lift the head, flatten it, rock from side to side, getting pressure onto the sacrum, and from there, taking the legs down, try and ease underneath and either rock back and forth so that you're touching and an arch here, or you can just push yourself up like forward. And out breath, I want you to fold. So just fold nice and slowly, allowing yourself to come down as much as is possible. Allow your head to drop and try and get as low as you can on your out breath, sinking down lower. Taking the hands onto the shins or onto your toes. In breath, lift and flatten the back. And out breath, just relax, let the arms come down, let the head drop down and arch. In breath, pressure, either holding the toes. And out breath, fold. And from there, roll back up and nice and slow. Take the legs crossed to the front. And from here, we're going to just add our little twist again and behind. In breath, chest up, and out breath, try and look over your shoulder, nice and tall with the spine. Changing sides. In breath, lifting up the chest, and out breath, drawing yourself round. Ease into your stretch. Bringing it back to the front, hand down. Big in breath through the nose, and out breath, drop the head over. Keep your back nice and tall. Push the palm into the mat. Changing sides. In breath. And on your out, you push the palm down and drop the head lower. Back to center. Out breath, tall back, push out and out breath. In breath, hold. Taking that to the back, still tall, chest up. Out breath, push away. Or if that's not manageable, to push behind and lift. Get the hands onto the lower back and draw the elbows back into center while lifting the chest and squeeze the elbows in. And 3 big deep breaths in, float the arms up on your in breath, and out breath, relax. In breath. And thank you if you joined me today, and big in breath. Go on to have a fabulous day and take care, and thank you. Any comments, please put them up and I shall get back to you at the end. Thank you. Bye.